there's been a lot of talk about Lamar. All we talked about last year, and I give Key credit for this because Key was like, hey, look, he believes in Lamar. I questioned how he would throw outside the numbers, right? The passing game. But what he's been able to do this year has been off the damn charts. I mean, with the exception of their first game in which they lost, which their roster was depleted, he's making more out of less, right? And Marquise Hollywood Brown, he's making him look like a number one wide receiver. Right? We're watching Mark Andrews. He's making Mark Andrews look like Rob Gronkowski. Like what he did last night, coming back from 22 points down, 22, I think it was 22 unanswered points. Is he the lock for MVP? If we were to pick the MVP right now, would he be your lock for MVP?
No, I would. For me, it's Justin Herbert because him and Brandon Staley have changed the franchise.
Oh, what? Justin Herbert?
Yes, Justin
he's
Herbert.
in the conversation for sure.
But
Kyler Murray.
He's killing us.
I mean, guys, you're going to pull an all-nighter saying, when is Mike Tannenbaum's quarterback rankings on Wednesday morning going to come out? So you're going to have to wait till tomorrow.
I'm not talking about quarterback rankings. I'm talking about MVP, Mike.
But let me tell you this. Let me talk about Lamar Jackson because this is a great axiom here, guys. Axiom here. The tape sets the floor and the character sets the ceiling. And what we're seeing from Lamar Jackson is a high floor and an even higher ceiling because he has an incredible work ethic. And one of the things that all coaches talk about, and Key, you know this, Coach Parcells, Coach Belichick, is let's make our opponent beat us left-handed, meaning what don't they do well? And to Lamar's credit, he worked on his weaknesses, and they are now unstoppable on offense because you know what's coming, and now you can't stop it because if you commit more guys to the run, we're going to hit a home run to Hollywood Brown, and like you said, Mark Andrews is playing great. So
wait till Rashad Bateman gets there too. Wait till he gets on the field.
Yeah, no question about it. Like they're dealing, and look, they have a lot of injuries. Like look, their corners aren't good enough right now. And look, if the Colts kicked a 47-yard field goal, we're probably talking about the resurgence of Carson Wentz. But Lamar Jackson, to me, is a great example from a scouting standpoint. Is when they come into the league, that's the start of the story, not the end of it. And to Lamar's credit, he has gotten better at things that we knew that the opposing defenses would test him on. And to his credit, he's played incredibly well.
Mike, what if he was a left-hander? Then what would you do?
Well, that's called Tua, right? Tua's the only starting left-hander right now.
Wait.
You have to make him play right-handed to beat you.
So, can you list your top three MVP candidates right now?
Yeah, it's him. It's Lamar, Kyler.
No. I need you to. We rank things on the show, Mike.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert 1.
Yeah, Lamar 1A and Kyler 3.
Lamar's performance this whole year, really, like to me, when he beat Mahomes, he was the best player on the field, right? And he did it again last night, and then come back on Monday Night Football and a big win. Like you got to defend your house when you're Lamar Jackson and the Ravens against the Colts. You can't let them come in and do that, and he did it. What kind of an impact is that going to have on his contract, on the dough?
Oh, well, look, Lamar is a $40 to $45 million a year. I mean, this is an easy contract. I mean, it sounds crazy when we're talking about $200 million, but the floor is Dak Prescott. The ceiling is Patrick Mahomes. And let's get this done. Like, if you're the Baltimore Ravens, this guy is never leaving your franchise, so let's go.
So why is it taking so damn long? What's the problem?
Jay Will, there's a very interesting, complicating factor, one of which I hated, which is he has no agent. And in 20-plus years, I could count on less than 5 times that happened, but I never liked it because you never felt – there's a reason you have agents. You could have candid conversations. You could figure out solutions. And the fact that he doesn't have an agent, to me, is a complicating factor. Obviously, one in which they will work through. But this contract, even though it's so big, the market is so defined, it shouldn't be that hard to get done.
No, I don't think it's hard, Mike. I think they'll get it done. It's just that he's not – you know how it is. Certain players stress over their contracts and they worry about the contract. He just likes playing football. I mean, I talked to him, early in the summertime, and he just likes to play football. He just wants to play football. The money side of it, it'll be fine. Whether it's $40 million, $45 million, $40 million, or $50 million, in the end, he's one of them dudes that just realizes he's hit pay dirt. It doesn't matter what the end goal number is going to be. The end goal number for agents, like you said, Mike, they want an agent for the next client.
That's right.
His mother is not agenting for the next client. Whatever her baby is happy with, that's what they're going to do. And I'm sure the Baltimore Ravens, in fact, there's not sure, I'm positive, and you know the Baltimore Ravens front office, I'm positive that they're going to take care of him just like they do a lot of their key cornerstone players that they've done over the years.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that he does, and these are the discussions you're having with your head coach and your owner, is He's a force multiplier. He will keep people in line, which is one. KJ, Will, you guys know the best sort of leadership is the player-led leadership. And the more that he could put out fires and say, hey, here's the standard, and I don't think for a second the money will change him. He's revered in South Florida. He's a natural leader. He's charismatic. So there's no reason this won't get done. The only thing you would say from a Raven standpoint that you have some concern over is the ball is in his hands so much is the injury factor. Is it heightened because of the way he plays, his build, and the ball's in his hands so much? It's a risk you're going to take, but from a average per year, this is an easy deal to do.
How risk averse? How risk for him? I'm averse. I'm
Yeah.
giving you the money.
Yeah.
Okay, there may be a slight increase percentage-wise of you being injured because the ball's in your hands, but that talent speaks for itself. I mean, he just keeps so many plays alive, Mike.
And you bring up an interesting point, which is if I was representing him, I would be like, Mark, you are not getting on the field until you sign this contract because you can't walk away from $125 million in guaranteed money because of the way you play. We protect your kids. Like, this is generational wealth for the next 3 or 4 generations, and I wouldn't let you play until we get the deal done.
And that's true too, Mike, but I think because of the organization, right, because of who he is, the organization, it's a different – every organization is different. If I was doing a deal with you, Mike, I wouldn't get on the field because you might not pay me if I get hurt. The Baltimore Ravens, they operate different with the guys that are their core guys that they believe in, the Ray Lewises of the world, the Ed Reeds of the world. They just operate differently.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.